Oh.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Problematic Podcast. We are reporting to you from ground zero
from Doomsday,
from the earthquake. Just so happens that the earthquake decided to strike right at recording time. Very, very strange happenings going on here.
Oh, Lord.
Are you okay, Whitney?
No. The planet shook. The ground. This is why I live in Pennsylvania. This is why. Because California is a beautiful place. And I loved it when I visited. They tell me that the ground shakes there all the time.
All the time.
That's why I couldn't live there. And now I'm like, why is my state shaking? Yes. My state don't shake.
It does. This is the second time your state did shook.
I know. And both of those times I was with children. Let me tell you a funny story. The first time I was with oh my goodness, no. Someone's calling me in the middle of the
making sure you're okay.
Yes,
making sure you're okay.
They know. Everybody knows I panic. The amount of text messages that have come through my phone, I was like, "Is Whitney okay?" No, she's packing shit and inflating the rafts.
Child, my pets were like, "What the fuck is going
on?" My baby was like, "What?" She's minding her business, looking all cute, eating her oatmeal, swinging her little feet. Because now she don't have she don't sit in like the high chair anymore. She's in the big chair because she's a big girl, right? All of a sudden, stuff got to rattling. She looks over at me and goes, "Mom," and I was like, "Yeah, I've never felt up." She's like, "Up now, on you." This child clung to me like a jacket. I was like, "Oh, we're gonna really live these lyrics of Protector, huh?"
Yes, yes,
oh my God.
yes.
We were almost out the door. We almost had our sneakers on. I was like, you know what? Nope.
No.
But I did the same thing the last time we had an earthquake and Yuki Washington was freaking out on it. You remember that? Poor Yuki Washington?
I was at work. And the funny thing was, I was at work. I was in my office. And my office had a connecting door to my coworker's office. So we would usually leave the door open between us. And we were talking, just shouting back and forth, being ghetto girls.
Of course.
And the ground started shaking. And then it stopped. And she was like, "What the fuck was that?" I was like, "That was an earthquake." And well, let me tell you, she cussed me out so bad. She was like, "Ain't no fucking earthquakes." At the time, we were in New Jersey. "Ain't no fucking earthquakes. We in New Jersey. We need to go see what that was." I was like, "Gosh, that's an earthquake."
See what that was.
Then we get outside. Everybody starts turning on the TVs and the radios. And guess what it was?
It was an earthquake.
And this one was so long. I
remember it was a long one.
I'm holding my phone because I was about to text you to say, "Girl, let's get on and record." And the ground starts shaking. And I said while it was shaking, I said, "Is that an earthquake?" And it kept shaking.
It was still shaking. So the first time Philly had an earthquake and Yuki Washington was losing his marbles, it was like my first year nannying. So I was home with Tommy when Tommy was a little wee baby. And, the ground started shaking. And I asked no questions because I was like, you know what, the house could be collapsing. I don't care. I had just put him down for a nap. I ran upstairs and grabbed that baby. I don't know. I don't even know what happened in my brain where I could run up 3 flights of stairs, grab the baby, run downstairs, get the leash on the dog, and be at the door. We were at the door because I remember the picture frames were shaking on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
One of them fell down. I said, "Nope, that's always a bad sign in the movie when the picture frames fall off the wall."
Yes.
Nope. Get out of the house.
Black women said, "No, we don't like when picture frames fall for no reason."
Listen, there's a reason why we survived so long.
It seems superstitious, but that should be on point.
No. Trust that instinct.
You gotta trust and believe.
Me and the baby were at the door with our sneakers, and then like the earthquake stopped, and his mama came in, and she was like, "Was that an earthquake?" And she looked at me, and she saw I had everybody ready. She's like, "Oh, you're staying.
You are not fucking around. Like, this is the best nanny." You're staying. She got the babies and the dog.
The baby and the dog. Everybody. We were at the door. I had the baby bag because I didn't know if we were gonna need supplies. I didn't know. No, I'm not playing. I'm not.
I know you're dead serious.
I'm not playing. I set people up for survival. Yes.
That's funny. I'm cracking up right now. My text messages are still
blowing up.
coming
Yeah,
in.
everybody.
I'm trying not to be distracted, and my pets are still in the hallway fighting because
No, no,
I think they're.
no.
So I have a foster dog, right? I'm sure you guys hear that.
No,
We're fostering a small dog right now, and I have a cat. You don't hear that?
no.
Okay, that's good. Um, I'm fostering a small dog, and I have a cat she's an alley cat, so she's already incredibly anxious and has
Yeah,
PTSD. And as
poor
soon
baby.
as the earthquake occurred, it's almost like they blamed each other. Like, you're behind this. I know that dog is behind this. I know that damn cat.
Nigga, this is your fault.
Oh, so the dog was yapping, and I'm sorry to the listeners who have to hear us go through the motions, but during our recordings, when I say it is 10:46 on a Friday morning here, and the earthquake happened at what, 10:28?
Yeah, it was just like a few minutes ago. And
Just a few minutes ago. So we're
y'all will be
still
fine.
collecting
You're
ourselves.
fine. You tune in to listen to our foolishness anyway. We can be talking about any damn thing. We're talking about
Anything.
something we survived. We're survivors.
We are okay. I called my mother in Spain. She didn't even answer. I could be under a pile of rubble right
Listen,
now.
you don't know what's
That's the
going on,
episode title.
Mom.
That is the episode title. Let
Under a
me write
pile of
that down.
rubble.
Yep, under a
No,
pile of rubble. I could be under a pile of rubble right now. She did not even
mother.
respond. I hope
No,
she's
my
okay.
my mom is again, like I told you, everybody knows my tendency to panic. So they text me right away, like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "We were almost outside. I'm not pl-. Well, I tell you, I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Mm-mm.
Girl, it is wild out here.
Chaotic. Apparently, whew, yeah. Anyway,
All right. Hopefully the
at
ground
least
is
it
done
wasn't
moving
like on
for
a
now.
Friday the 13th. That would be like trippy.
Uh,
I'm like, nope, it's the end.
I'm just well, we don't live in a place that gets aftershock, but I can't even say that because before we
Don't
didn't
say that
even live
because
in
you
a
don't
place
know.
that had earthquakes, and
We
now
didn't know we lived in a place that had pandemics either. We didn't know that.
so I would like to report that I'm cleaning you niggas up in bingo because I had earthquake on my bingo
No,
card.
you didn't.
Yes, I did.
For
Yes, I
real.
did.
I believe,
Yes,
wait, hold on, wait. I
yes,
actually
I
believe
have.
you,
I
but
actually I had earthquake on my bingo card and losing a president. I don't know if it's a current one or Jimmy Carter, but he in hospice, so I feel like that's a free bingo spot because Jimmy Carter been in hospice for over a year now.
poor
But
thing.
yeah, so
Poor
I
sweet
said it here
man.
first when it happens. I don't think we leaving with all the presidents we came with, but that's on the bingo card.
I
That's
mean, there's, let me not say that. Anyway, nope,
nope, no,
nope,
no, no.
nope. Shh,
What?
moving on.
Let's
No,
try again.
that wasn't the no you didn't of disbelief. That's the no you didn't of course you did, but
Mm-hmm.
also how
Mm-hmm.
dare you?
Mm-hmm.
How dare
I'm
you
gonna publish
distract
my bingo card. I
me
think I need
too.
to
I want to
publish it.
see it.
Yeah, yeah. There's some freaky happenings going on, and I don't
I
like that.
don't, I don't. And then you said that there's an eclipse, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited we were gonna make a little viewfinder, but now I'm not so sure. I think it's a sign.
Might not even be able to stand outside.
Listen,
Oh,
might not.
I need to text my kid. He probably in class, like, what's going on?
Oh yeah, how about that? Check on the babies. Check
I
on the
don't even
babies.
think they're allowed to have their phones.
Oh my gosh, but if it's a disaster, what the
Right.
hell?
Oh
I
my
feel like
God.
extenuating circumstances allows for phones.
Right. At least be able to text your family and say no pencils fell on my head. Because I
Nope.
definitely lost a bottle of water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kalita's texting me right now. Shout out to Kalita. Kalita's texting me right now. She said, shook all my drinks. I was like, how many drinks do you have?
A lot. Don't judge her.
A
She's wonderful.
Listen, you got to stay hydrated. That's an important thing.
Of all my friend's sisters, your sister is my favorite friend sister.
You know, I have like six of them.
I know, but she's my favorite. I said what I said. If they
Oh my
want to fight
goodness.
about it, they can fight amongst themselves.
So people are
Alita's my
debating if it
favorite.
was a 4.8 or a 5.5.
It felt like a 7.7. It shook for too long.
It shook for a long time, but it rattled everything in my house.
Yes,
Everything was rattling.
I had a bottle of water sitting on what I call my art table, which is a pretty wobbly dinner tray anyway. But it was on the edge and it fell over. It fell over on the table, but it fell over. And that's when I said,
As we
is
were
this an
shaking.
earthquake? But I kept shaking. So I
Look,
said,
it's
that's definitely an earthquake.
100% an earthquake.
100%,
I told
1000% sure it's an
I told your
earthquake.
friend. I said, "Congratulations, you just lived through your first earthquake."
Oh, he
She
wasn't
looked
here for
down.
the first one.
Huh?
He wasn't here for the
Emily?
first one. Oh, not I thought you were talking about
Oh no,
Earl.
not that dude. No, he was here. He was here because we were dating. We were,
Oh,
oh, throw it back.
oh, look at
We were dating,
y'all.
yeah.
That's cute.
Because we talked, I think we talked later that day, actually. Oh man, we've been together a long time.
30
Jesus, from
years.
earthquake to earthquake.
30
Um,
years.
yeah, a long time. But yeah, no, your friend, she looked down at like her feet. I was like, I know you're tired of living through big things. I
This is
like
too much.
you've been here only 3.5 years. Pandemics,
Pandemic.
insurrections,
This is a lot going on.
a lot happening in your tiny life. My
Mm.
poor child.
So
Wars.
so we're saying 4.8 or 5.5.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now
Hmm.
on the y'all are so
Interesting.
rude. Someone said Mark safe from Philly's itty bitty earthquake. Now
Don't do
listen,
that. That shook
don't
the
do
whole
that.
house.
That's so
That was
rude.
definitely worse than the first one.
Definitely, definitely longer.
I wonder what the range is. My friend in Virginia said she didn't feel it, and I think the epicenter of the first one was in Virginia, and this epicenter was in Jersey. They're
Plainsfield,
saying,
Jersey. Yeah,
"Damn,
yeah,
hmm.
yeah.
Boston to Brooklyn, interesting."
That's crazy.
But don't mind us scrolling while we sitting here
Yeah,
talking
sorry,
in
y'all. We're
y'all
trying to sort
ears,
this out. We're trying to see how much danger we were actually in.
trying to figure this thing out.
Because listen, like this is what we do after a disaster happens. Well, it's not really a disaster. I guess nothing like was ruined or anything like that. But it freaked a lot of people out. You
It
can't
it
just
it
shake the
did.
ground.
You can't, and definitely can't shake it for that long. The
Mm-mm.
earth was quaked in New York. Oh my
The
God, the
earth
internet
was
is
quaked.
about to be so fucking funny today.
Oh my gosh.
Black
I
Twitter
cannot
is going to
wait.
carry me.
Oh my gosh.
This girl said, East Coast, y'all all right? No, baby.
No,
You're Lisa Nicole. We are not all right.
no, ma'am. No, we are
We
not
are
okay. You know
not
what? For my
okay.
problematic people, I put this earthquake because this is completely, you're not gonna be just shaking me.
Can we
I'm glad I
name
wasn't in
earthquake?
bed.
Can
I
we
would have
name
thought,
this earthquake?
yes, this earthquake. I'm
This
just you are the problematic person of the week because you're not gonna be just
definitely.
shaking me and my baby like this. My child,
How?
I've never felt her cling so tightly to me in all my life.
Because the ground ain't supposed to move,
The
Mom.
ground wasn't moving, and she kept talking. Everything was shaking. The rack was rattling. I was like, "You have a very big vocabulary, young
She
woman."
does. She
She
said, My
does.
mama read books and so do I. And the books is about to fall. We need to talk
Listen,
about
she said,
this.
"Listen, the library is in danger.
I'm
It's
glad
in
she gave
danger."
you a back brief on what she experienced.
Because you know she gonna tell you.
She said,
She needs to be the third person on this podcast.
she said, let's discuss
Let's
the
discuss
earthquake.
because listen, she had us both at the dining room table rolling, just talking about what she's. It's not supposed to happen. This
It's
is not.
not.
I was like, you're right. It's
She's not
not.
wrong.
No, no, not
She's
earthquake
not
Twitter. Y'all get
wrong.
on my nerves.
My friend just said that was just me shaking this good old ass. Y'all can relax.
Oh, listen,
Oh, Shayna, why?
listen. You know
Why?
what? Enjoy yourself. What, however, because you know what black people gonna do. You know what black people gonna do? Laugh,
All
laugh.
the
Okay, they're saying
all the
4 point.
time.
The Associated Press is saying 4.8, so I'm going with what they're saying.
Mm-mm.
Someone said we living in the last days. I was like, please don't do this.
The ground
Please
moves
don't do
all the
this.
time in some places.
In
Please
some
don't
places
start.
all the time. And like we live on moving, shifting rocks, guys. Like y'all know how tectonics, y'all don't know how
No,
tectonics
I
work.
was just Whitney.
I was about to say, I was like, no, y'all don't.
Whitney,
Y'all don't
please.
even know what a tectonic is.
What is a tech and a tonic? Stop it.
Is it a drink?
Oh, it's about
A
to be.
tectonic.
Oh, let me write that down. Tech
You should make that
tonic.
for your wife tonight.
Bitch, I'm about to.
A
Oh my
tectonic.
God. It's going to be so
Your
good.
brother's birthday is tomorrow. So
I
I'm gonna make him a
make him a
tectonic.
tectonic. Make it. See the earth move when it's his
That
birthday.
needs to be the episode title.
Tectonic.
Tectonic.
Oh my God. This is funny. This is hilarious.
This is how
Oh
we
my
recover.
God.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right. We're going to get back on track. We can do this.
What
What
track?
have you been listening to?
Beyonce.
Say,
No, I wanted to see if Protector was going to kick my ass all week. I should have made a video. I should have made a
girl,
video of me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because it's
you
morning.
You
This
wore
morning,
my
I was
cousin
in the
Courtney
shower.
out with your protector piece. I was like, she's not wrong. She is
No,
not wrong.
no.
Got the listeners all in their feels.
I was in my feels. I told you I was broken, broken human being. So I was like, you know what? I'm like, no, I'm not this soft. Like, I'm soft, but I'm not this soft. Like, I'm mushy.
You
I'm not this
mushy.
mushy. So, but I really should have taken a video of every day of me listening to it. And I had this explicit goal of not crying. Friday, I am sad to report that I have cried every
Oh,
single
girl.
day. Every
Please
single
stop.
day. All of them. All of them. I get to different parts of the song and cry. So it depends upon like what's going on. Like if I listen to it in the morning versus listening to it at night, but I cry every single time. So yes, Beyonce. Also, I just find myself walking around the house going, bucking, bucking.
Bucket. Bucket.
Just find myself walking around the
Oh,
house.
I love that song. Just the transitions. It's like you get three fucking songs in one song.
Mm-hmm. Like a mechanical bull.
Bull bucking. Bucking. The album is good. I know we did a whole episode on the album last week, so
Oh,
we will
Lordy.
spare y'all this week, but I am still listening to that. But I do have a spinoff from that album that led me to another artist to dig. Excuse me, I'm falling apart over here. Dig through
Mm.
her discography. So Tanner Adele, I don't know if it's
Yes,
Adele or
I love her.
so I'm familiar with her. I've
I love
seen
her.
the Buckle Bunny press run that
Oh,
she did. I know that she had an album out. And I'll be honest with you, I listened to Buckle Bunny. I added it to my library. I didn't
mm-hmm,
listen to a whole lot else. But then she was
mm-hmm,
on the Beyonce album, so I was like, I'm going to check out this
mm-hmm.
Tanner. So I listened to her whole album. She has on
Yes,
the Buckle Bunny album. She has a song called FU 150.
yes,
It's dragging her raggedy ass boyfriend and his
yes,
raggedy ass Silverado.
yes,
I love that song. But
yes,
here's the spinoff. So I have been listening to Tanner Adele this week. So if you guys are interested in another African American country artist who does poppy music, I would highly recommend Tanner Adele. But
yes,
I followed her on socials and she had a snippet of a song called Whiskey Blues.
yes. Such a good song. Such a good song.
Whitney. Do you know how mad I was? It's
Rita.
such a good song that I was pissed when I saw that it did not have an official release date.
Yeah, I was
So
like, girl, if you don't give
she
this,
gave the acoustic she gave the acoustic snippet and then she gave the recorded snippet. So the song will be out. Oh, look at that. The
I know.
song will be out on April 12th.
Yes,
I am looking forward to hearing the full version and being able to download it to my library because
yes.
I am a she sang the song acoustic on her Instagram page. She has
Mm-hmm.
beautiful vocals.
Beautiful voice.
Beautiful vocals. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if you guys are into country. I'm not trying to push anybody towards country, but this is
Yeah.
a song about a girl with a broken heart. And it doesn't really feel very country. It's actually a little with the music behind it. It feels a little rocky. Could have been a great ballad. I'm not a
Yeah.
music expert, but it could have been a great ballad. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that song because I'm becoming a fan of.
Yes, I like her. But I turn on Buckle Bunny when I get a little spicy.
Oh, okay now.
She
You
said, I'm
stealing
at the
people
mini
mans?
mart in a mini skirt, about to steal your man in a torn up t-shirt.
That's the
This ain't
opening.
this ain't the Hamptons. We all
Mm-mm.
got tramp stamps.
Yes.
Acrylics covered in barbecue at the line dance. I said, ma'am.
This is some country hood shit. I love this right
I was
here.
like, this is like Megan the Stallion with boots,
I,
with boots and a hat. She said, I'm looking like Beyonce with a lasso. I said, yes, okay. Oh, okay.
stealing my man in a torn up t-shirt is wild, sis.
At the mini
Wild.
mart in a mini skirt.
You just run over to the
About to steal your
Wawa
man
and
in a torn up t-shirt.
I said, okay, talk your shit, Tanner. Talk
Well,
your shit.
well, lyrics. I said, oh, this is just giving, yeah, just giving Meg the Stallion in a cowboy hat. That's fine.
I'm here
That's
for it.
fine.
The girls are out there talking, they talk. And
That would be a combination for your
oh,
ass.
you know what? We're
Tanner
probably
Adele,
gonna
Meg the
get it.
Stallion.
We're probably gonna get it. Give it
I
some
hope
time.
so. I want the crossovers. I want
We
them.
deserve.
Hand them over before the summer, please. The
Because
earth
I'm
is
out.
shaking. I need to shake something too.
I literally said this morning, my wife was getting ready for work and I
Mhm.
was still laying listlessly in bed, collecting myself.
Joy.
And she said, "We are outside this summer." I'm like, I'm just glad we are on the same page.
Look at marriage.
I am outside. I'm at the
Look at
cookouts.
alignment. Look at
I'm at the
marriage.
barbecues. I'm at the boozy brunch. I'm at the
Yes,
day
you're
parties.
outside.
I'm outside. Earl
Mhm.
better be on the grill. We are
Oh, you know he's
outside.
coming on the grill.
We are outside this
We're
summer.
going to the country club this week. I mean, we're
Yes.
going to the country club this summer.
Yes,
We need to
yes.
make this
We
happen.
we
Yes,
are
please. Thank you.
line dancing. We are
Yes,
at
we
the
are.
picnics. We are doing
Yes,
all
we
of the
are.
things. I
All
want to
of
do a
them.
couples picnic. Let me write
That
that
would be
down.
cute.
Yeah, everybody just bring their
I have
own
the most
blankets and
adorable picnic
stuffs.
basket too, and I haven't been able to like pull it out because,
Why are you so
pandemic.
adorable?
Like it's like an actual picnic basket, but it comes with like wine glasses and silverware and these beautiful plates. And I'm like, I found it at like a vintage store. And I don't know, I wasn't trying to talk this person down because I remember the story. They were like really were trying to give it to me. And so I was like, all right, I'll take it.
It's your
Because they
aura.
were charging $100 for it. I'm like, oh, it's a really beautiful basket. And I was walking by with the boys I used to nanny for. And they were like, yeah, we love picnics. And like, oh, this is so nice. I'm like, okay, okay. All right. So I was trying to get ready to go. And the guy was like, hey, I'll take half off of it for you. I was like,
Oh,
$50 for a basket that's a lot. He was like, just take it for 25. I was like, okay.
sold.
I have a beautiful picnic basket now.
I'm gonna
And
get one. I'm just
yes,
gonna pick a date and then send
yes,
out the invite, and everybody
yes.
can show up who show up or don't show up who don't show up. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not making it too formal, but we
Mm-hmm.
deserve nice shit like picnics.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas
Drink some
deserve picnics.
wine and I'll put on like a little dress. We have a picnic blanket. Might as well.
I mean,
Might as
bring out
well.
the baby, have a good time.
Listen, and the bubbles, we're gonna have a great time.
All
I
right.
know.
See now, I didn't said it out loud, so people are gonna hold me to it. We're out.
Me. This has turned to this turned from a podcast to a personal phone call.
It has. I have something that I want to share. It's not me yelling at people. It's
Oh,
actually lifting people up
amen.
for just a second before I do start yelling at people.
Okay.
I would just like to take this moment and this opportunity as a former, not a former, a current lover and former player of basketball, women's basketball in particular. It is so refreshing and so amazing to see athletes, comedians, actors, actresses state on their platforms that this year they have been following women's basketball more closely than they have ever followed women's basketball before, and also following women's basketball or college basketball more closely than they have actually followed men's college basketball this year. And a comedian that I follow, Clint Cooley from Philadelphia, said he knows more women's college players this year than he knows men's college players. And I think with, Angel Reese, Caitlyn Clark, Juju Watkins, being the face of women's basketball this year and getting these nationally televised games. The viewership for the LSU Iowa game was the highest viewership of any women's game ever in the history. That's not just for college ball, that's
Mm-hmm.
for just women's basketball. It's been incredible to see this sport that I love and this sport that I have independently followed and, had to fight to watch games and had to stream them online because they weren't getting nationally
Mm-hmm.
televised attention. To see this game be
Mm-hmm.
played at the level that women who play basketball know that it's always been played, and to see like
It was a good game.
competent, it was, oh my God, the
Impeccable
LSU
game.
Iowa game was such a good game, like from
Such a good game.
start to finish. It was a good game. It was a close game. And just seeing, having a healthy rivalry between these teams and then seeing like Juju, what she's doing at USC as a freshman, just blowing it out the water. Flauget at LSU, me realizing that she's only a sophomore. Like she's still got so much more of her career.
So
But
much
with
more to go.
Caitlyn getting an offer from Ice Cube's league. He offered her $5 million to come play in his Big Three league, and she doesn't have to forego her WNBA career. So
Well,
she gets to do both. She gets to do both.
well.
now that college students are allowed to make money off of their name, seeing
And they
players
should
like
have been for a long
Flaugier get
time.
it right. You know, we've seen players lose their trophies and their decorations because of money they have taken in their college careers when they really needed it. College students don't come from a lot of, not all of them, they don't come
Not
from a
all of
lot of
them.
money.
Yeah.
So them being allowed to make money off their name and seeing the women, seeing players from LSU and seeing players from South Carolina get huge brand endorsements from brands like Steph Curry's brand and the Under Armour brand and Puma
Hmm.
brand is huge.
They deserve it.
I love it. And it
They deserve it.
helps it helps that Dawn Staley,
Yeah.
a phenomenal basketball player and a
Mm-hmm.
Philly girl herself,
Hey.
just really finds herself in the midst of this conversation because she was an incredible player.
Mm-hmm.
The younger generation might not know that, but I remember being excited about Dawn Staley and trying to like talk to my friends who of course were just into the NBA and being excited about Olympic basketball. I remember as a kid in the 90s being excited about Olympic women's basketball and
Mm-hmm.
the Cheryl Swoops and the Tina Thompsons and the Dawn Staleys and the Rebecca Lobos and Elisa Leslie's, and I had a Cheryl Swoops jersey. Like, that was crazy. I had a Comets jersey. That was wild. To be that person and feel like it was very isolated and nobody cared, and then to see these girls get all these endorsement deals and the games are going to be crazy. Dawn Staley's Gamecocks play tonight.
Woo.
I will be watching that. My wife has already decided to cook a simple dinner, so there's no interference when it comes to the games.
Of
This
course.
earthquake won't stop it.
Listen,
I
I
had to say,
hope not.
I we get on this platform and we yell at a lot of people,
We do.
but I am, as a little gay girl who played basketball from West Oak Lane, Philadelphia, it does my heart good to see the girls out here really putting their stamp on athletics. And not to say that we operate under the men's gaze or men's validation, but I am so happy that
Mm-hmm.
NBA players, NFL players, comedians, and stars alike are not just having superficial conversations about women's basketball, but actually getting into it and picking their favorite players and following these teams and coming to the games and, you know, mentioning them in their rap songs. Like, this is huge for women's basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And I really love that. I'm really
I'm really
happy.
excited. I'm excited for you,
Thank,
friend.
thank you, friend. I hope that Emmy picks a sport that she loves and that,
Listen, with her tall self, she could play
yes.
any. She could be any. She could play anything. Like
And
that's. Don't get me started. Anyway, we just talked about protector. Look at my face. Look what just happened.
please, I'm sorry. Oh, I got one more note.
Take your time.
Sha'Carri Richardson, baby, you don't understand. I know she felt like everybody turned their back on her
I
when she had
know.
her little incident at the last Olympics.
Right.
Baby, I'm here to tell you, we are behind you
Listen,
190.
a lot of people did not turn their backs on you. A lot of people were yet praying
And
and encouraging.
she about
Hmm.
to see. She don't. I
Hmm.
don't know if she sees it now.
Yeah.
We about to show our black asses
We've been
rooting
rooting
for
for you for a
her
long time, sis.
in the Olympics.
You made one little mistake in the middle of a life crisis. Nobody holds that against you. None of
None
us
of
who
us.
understand would hold that against you. Only bigots and misogynists would, but none of us hold that against you. Child, I'm waiting for the nail deal. Where is Shikari's
It's coming.
nail deal?
If it
Where
ain't
is
in
it
the
at?
works already, it's coming.
It needs to be. Like, sis, have we thought? Have we considered? Because running that fast
And them damn nails,
and they don't drag them. They don't take no.
training in them damn nails. Yeah, I'm by no means a track star. I ran track when I was younger, but they always talk about drag
Mhm.
in racing. And the fact that she going out there and she whooping these girls' asses with them 30-inch bust
Yeah.
downs. I,
And the nails.
that
Just
baby
she real
be
fast.
real
Let me tell
fast.
you, she real
Real
fast.
fast. Real fast. Somebody said, imagine Shikari snatch your phone out your hand and run off with it. Do you
Nope,
chase after her?
it's her phone
That's
now.
her phone.
That's her phone now. It ain't mine.
Whatever's in
Bye.
it is in it. It's over.
I hope I finished my conversation before she did it.
Uh, okay. So yeah, women's athletics, women's basketball.
Love it.
I love it.
Love it.
You ready to cuss somebody out?
I don't want to bring down the mood.
Let's do it. We'll
Emmanuel
pick it right
Acho,
back up.
if you stop, Emmanuel Acho, please stop talking. Just stop. For the love of God, stop talking. You keep caping for these white people, you're gonna do one wrong thing and they're gonna show you that you are a nigger. Okay, I
Real
promise you.
fast.
I promise you. Emmanuel Acho decided to speak up on a question that was asked of Angel Reese, and I'm still doing my research on like what the actual question was, but it's my understanding that it was asking her her specific feelings, and that the journalist was like had like dug to ask this question.
Oh Lord.
Um to ask her this very specific question about her specific feelings. And Angel was she was very candid, but also not so like super candid where you're like, hey, you're just too much. She
Mhm.
told us exactly how she feels about things. She said, you know what? Since I won that championship, I haven't been happy.
Uh,
She said that, she's felt a lot of hatred online. She didn't go into a lot of specifics, but she said she felt a lot of hatred online ever since doing that little Caitlyn Clark ring thing.
mhm.
Um, and that people have been dogging her out since that
Death
happened.
threats.
All that, all of that. And here go Emmanuel Acho. Let me take this nigga. Let me take race and gender out of it. And I'm like, you can't have a gender neutral. He said gender neutral, race indifferent. I said you can't have a gender neutral or race indifferent approach to a person who is experiencing racism and misogyny. You can't do that. Like you can't say, "Oh, you want to hang out with the big boys. Oh, you want to talk like a big." Yeah, she wants to be what every other athlete has the opportunity to be.
Right.
The problem is that y'all constantly remind her that she's a black woman, that she's and not in a positive way, but in the most negative of ways with all your horrible stereotypes. Like I said, death threats. Uh,
Death threats.
could
For
you
being a
imagine
competitor. She didn't hit
for
nobody. She
being
didn't curse nobody out. She
a
didn't hurt anybody.
competitor
She
like everybody else?
she
Like
played a
everybody else.
sport being one of the best in her class
Mm-hmm.
against arguably and statistically the
Yeah.
best in her class, and Angel Reese came out on top,
Mm-hmm.
and you
And
guys
did
gave her
hell
hell
for it.
for it.
You gave her hell for it. You made sure that she did not enjoy that win. You made sure that she was traumatized from winning, which is what you want your competitors to do. And here come Emmanuel Acho, caping for the systems that are doing Black women harm. And I find myself really, really frustrated that he's trying to do the work of the bigots. And I'm like, why is it always you? Why
Why?
is it always at least you're consistent? At least we know, like unlike Candace Owens, who's trying to do a switch up right now, jumping on the Breakfast Club and Joe Budden, which might as well be conservative platforms as far as I'm concerned, because you're caping for a person jumping off Emmanuel Acho, jumping on to Candace Owens. You're caping for a person who literally demonized victims of police brutality.
Yep.
Like that's what she did. She went to Congress, did a congressional hearing, and said that white supremacy was not a thing, did not exist. This lady.
There is no. I understand that Candace is trying to pivot. There is no pivot, canvas. Can't Candace.
Do you
It's a
know?
fuck you forever.
Do you
You
know
can't
how black
unsay what you
women,
said.
right? Do you know how black women's memories work?
She about to find out.
Beyonce had one bad night at the CMA.
One.
One.
And 30 years later, she made an album to let you niggas know how she felt about it.
And shit all over you several times on this album. Like she had one bad night. You think we forgot, Candace? You think we forgot? Now it may work for, the black men who aspire to be like they don't their idea of liberation is not freedom. Their liberation is equality with white men. And so it may
That's
work for them, but it does not work for us. Charlemagne the God, I'm trying to do a quick run through. Charlemagne the God, because she was on your show and you
ugh.
were supposed to press her and you didn't ask a damn good question at all. Y'all were there kiki and haha and just platforming a bigot. Charlemagne the God took his happy tail on to the Daily Show and talked about how diversity, equity, inclusion was a joke.
Charlemagne is a joke, but he got his
This
money now, so he's not going to act any different.
You are kidding me, sir. You are kidding me, sir. Like, first of all, Fenty wants their eyeliner back. Secondly, I just I'm I'm over this. I'm over this black men doing the work of bigotry. Like, they're not going to pick you. They're not
They're
going to choose
not.
you.
And
They
if they
think they
pick and choose you, it's gonna be for all of the wrong fucking
all of the
reasons.
wrong reasons. You will be extraordinarily disappointed with the results. Ask Candace. Um, finally, finally. Do you remember Adrian Murray, the 11-year-old who was shot by police for
Yes.
complying?
Yes.
So his mama could lose custody of her child.
Why?
Okay. So according to Sunflower County, Mississippi prosecuting attorney Gwendolyn Jemison, pictured here, right here,
Oh no.
she is saying that because his mama was in a domestic abuse situation, Adrian wouldn't have been shot by police had she not been in a domestic abuse situation. So she is filing to take custody of Adrian and her and his brothers and sisters. And
You- So
I'm
you so you don't arrest the abuser. You arrest
the
and or
abused.
you punish the abused. I, okay, Whitney.
It's
Explain it to
incredibly
me like
terrible.
I'm three because I'm
I don't
struggling to
understand either.
understand.
I don't understand. Hasn't this family been through enough? They've been through enough. She asked her son to call the police because she was in a domestic abuse situation. The police arrived, and rather than help, they shot her 11-year-old, who was the one who called for help. And then on top of that, to try to prosecute, like I read through this story 4 times, and I still can't find the sense because I'm like, okay, so it looks like the boyfriend may also have like a custody situation. So if he can have his custody revoked, but the
The
mama,
mom, the victim,
the one who was
the
being
double
abused,
victim,
they're not even together
because she
anymore
was abused and then her baby was shot.
for calling for help for her. For calling for help for her. I said, you know what? No, no, there's a special place. No, no. How do you look at this situation and then blame the woman?
You
How do you
know,
look at this entire situation? The man is abusing the woman. The male police officer shoots her son, and then look at her and say it's all your fault. That's essentially what this lady is doing. What this prosecutor is
it's
doing. So it's big middle fingers. I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to follow this story because there's got to be something else that we're missing. There's got to be
I,
some other information that we're missing. But if the Mississippi Free Press is telling the truth, there is nothing. But I'm going to follow the story. I'll post updates because this is obscene. And I think that's all the people I got to yell at. I think so. I think I
yeah.
emptied the clip.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to take a break and beg y'all for some stuff and then come on right back. We'll be back in a second, guys.
Hopefully, if the ground don't shake
To
anymore.
listen, because that is a real thing here. All
A
right.
doozy.
We'll be back. You know, we always love to hear from you at the Problematic Podcast. So if you have a problematic question or story, feel free to email us at theproblematicpod@gmail.com, or now you can text us at 267-225-4648. Again, that's 267-225-4648. Standard messaging rates apply. We love to hear from you. Now let's get into today's problematic letters. And we're back.
Ciao. Ciao.
What a day. It's been a
Ooh.
wild one. This therapy session this afternoon is going to be incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Can't
Oh,
believe it.
my poor friend. Goodness gracious. What a doozy. What a way to start the weekend.
I'm
My
telling you.
goodness. Earthquaking. Shall we talk a little bit about Amanda Seales and the
Let's
situation going on?
let's do it.
So for those who aren't familiar with what's going on with Amanda Seales, actress, activist, educator, runs Smart, Funny, and Black, has a podcast. She recently, I don't know if it was an Instagram post or a tweet, but she recently posted online that she was disappointed that she wasn't getting any invitations to events Like she wasn't getting any invitations to black events. I believe this particular event was the NAACP awards, the Image
Hmm.
Awards. And she, was just voicing her disappointment that she wasn't getting these invites. I don't know if I missed something in betwixt, but betwixt is a funny word. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I love words. I love words. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I missed something, but Essence magazine, like the premier magazine for black women and black empowerment, then shared a piece. I don't know, I think it was an opinion piece that said is it more important to be liked than to be good at your job?
Oh, burp.
Yeah. And that was directed,
Y'all gotta fight.
listen, that was very much directed at Amanda. And I'm having a hard time because I'm in a weird spot with Amanda Seals myself.
Oh, y'all beefing?
Well, no, so here's the thing. A few years ago, she blocked me
Oh,
and
now what's the tea? Wait
I
a minute
didn't
now.
know anything. I
Let me
don't know.
adjust.
So I don't know what I did. I remember there was this big fight because she and Lovey Ajayi were talking about, Black America and all of these like weirdos, all these and they're weirdos. Black people kept trying to qualify Amanda Seals' blackness. Um,
That is an African American woman. Hard stop.
well, they were trying to yell at Lovey Ajayi because, she's Nigerian. And I was like, she's still a black person in a black body living in the United States. Like, everybody cool it. But I realized I don't like diaspora wars and
Yeah, I
I
hate
rail
them.
against them.
I
I
and
rail against
the
them.
people who have the audacity to try and quantify somebody else's ethnicity or
Are you
race
kidding
or
me?
nationality are really fucking weird to me. Like
Weird.
really weird. Like
Weird.
even now with this whole thing with is Cardi B black enough? Like who am I to say
She
what
got a
she
whole
is or
ass
what
black
she
mama, but
isn't?
yeah, yeah. Who
I'm
who can
that's
qualify that?
that's nasty to me. But please continue.
Absurd, absolutely absurd. That's a whole podcast in and of itself. Suffice it to say, several other black outlets have come out. I know I saw a piece from the Grio with a mutual of mine. She's an amazing, impeccable writer. So I was really weirded out by this piece that she wrote. She's like, Amanda Seals, the title was Amanda Seals is a victim of her own hubris. Right.
Huh.
So I feel I'm gonna let you speak before I tell you how I feel.
So, I feel like Whitney clearly had, as a journalist, has the inside track on
No, I
on
don't.
on on things. But
No, I
here,
don't.
here's what I gathered from the Amanda Seals
Kerfuffle.
kerfuffle. There we go. I like that.
It's a fun word.
Amanda Seals took to the internet to say she was very confused on why she was not receiving invitations to places where she was once asked to host and did a
Mm-hmm.
successful job hosting.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that she is very pro-black and
She
she
is.
expressed her interest in being in these very pro-black places and she felt that
Mm-hmm.
she had done all of the things necessary to be invited. And
Mm-hmm.
y'all basically turned around and said, "We don't want your black ass here and here's a list of reasons why we don't like you." None of which seem to have anything
None.
to do with what the fuck she said,
Not a
which is
damn.
a very again
Not a damn thing.
I don't know. Perhaps Amanda Seals did something that was not on my radar. But from what I understand is she tells really funny jokes and she's very pro-black.
And smart.
So, and smart.
So smart.
An intelligent, hilarious, intellectual person who gives a really I don't want to say dumbed down because that's not the case, but she speaks in ways that
Palatable.
speak to people exactly who
Palatable.
may
Yeah.
not be as intellectual, but
Mm-hmm.
still have a very meaningful space and voice in
Mm-hmm.
these conversations. And she makes sure that that information
Mm-hmm.
makes it to them and that they can have an open dialogue and an open conversation.
Right.
I feel like something she may have rubbed someone the wrong way or done something that we're just not privy to because I
Mm-hmm.
don't understand where the vitriol is coming from. I
Mm-hmm.
cannot think of one thing that this woman has done
I
that
can.
okay. What did I
Uh
miss?
some time ago, and this was like a smaller thing. Some time ago, she backed Sean King when Sean King was going back and forth with Tamir
Oh.
Rice's mama. Because remember
Oh
Tamir
no.
Rice's
Oh
mama?
no, no, no.
Tamir Rice's, bless her, she's going through nightmarish things. Nightmarish things. And she basically didn't want anything to do with Black Lives Matter. She didn't
Okay.
want anything. She didn't want her son's name to be changed. She don't want any of that. Like, I can't imagine what she's going through, what she's been through. So I'm like, I want to hold space
Hmm.
for her experience, her grief, and I want to respect her wishes, right? Sean King, was Sean Kinging,
Hmm.
you know,
Being
as he
himself.
does, as he does. And Amanda Seales backed him up when he was going back and forth with Tamir Rice's mama.
Mm-mm.
Um, People feeling like Tamir Rice's mama should be grateful that activists want to share Tamir's story at all. And I'm like, y'all have no sense of what this woman went through. Y'all
And
have,
you don't want to.
you
Nobody
really
wants to
don't.
bear that burden.
No, no one should have to. Her baby, y'all. Her baby. It's egregious. And I can't remember exactly what Amanda Seales says, but she did back up Sean King instead of, turning the mirror on the whole situation and saying, hey,
Let's leave this alone.
this if this lady asked us not to do this, th we're not without dozens of other victims we could talk about.
Right.
So if that's what you're feeling like, if that you just want a story to cling to, which
Hmm.
sounds so inhumane, but if that's what you're looking for, there's tons of others, tons of others. Um, but also understand this woman's wishes, like, and respect those. So that's the only thing I can really think of. I know that she's like just rubs people the wrong way, people calling her like a mean girl, like she's mean, and how difficult to work with and things like that. But people say that about every black woman. They say that all black women are difficult to work with. So I really don't even know how to like weigh that. And it's just like, okay, if you don't like her, you don't like her. That's your business.
Hmm.
But to punish her because you don't like her is a weird thing. It's a
Seems
very
very
strange.
strange.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Yeah. But again, Amanda, I don't know why you blocked me.
Yeah.
Not that
What
you
did
did
you do,
anything good.
Whitney?
I was defending her. I think I was in like the comments of like a post. But I defended her. And I said, I don't think that any of us had the right to quantify someone else's blackness, especially a person who has been so pro-black and so active in our communities and who has not, hasn't, to my knowledge, to my knowledge, outside of the Sean King thing, done any real tangible harm.
Right.
I'm like, okay, maybe I just don't like her personality. That's okay.
That's all
People don't
right.
people
That's
don't get along
okay.
all the time. They don't have anything to do with her qualifications. They don't have anything to do with how she is received in this community. I'm like, it's not like she was, again, like Candace Owens. It's not like she's like Emmanuel Acho. It's not like she's doing active harm to the
Right.
community.
So what are we doing this
So what are
for?
we doing this for? But then again, I told you I'm in a weird spot because she's also shared my content on her page.
Oh, are y'all
It's been
friends or
weird.
not? Like,
I'm like,
is it
Amanda,
cute,
like, you
Molly?
want to call me. Like, come on, girlfriend, we could talk. We could chat it up.
Is it one mic? What's happening here?
I don't know, but like she shared my content twice, and every time people send it to me, it's always like post unavailable, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, she shared my shit, but she blocked me. Y'all
she's
got
blocked me,
it's like
guys. I
you got a
can't
weird
see.
relationship with Amanda Seales. Like my wife got a weird relationship with what's that girl name? Fuck, why can't I think of her? Lena
It's
Waithe.
and Lena Waithe
Ah!
actually
I know, I saw, and
I
I saw,
know, and I was like,
but
oh
I just want
no.
you to know I gotta be Team Shay because she don't fuck
No,
with
no,
Lena Waithe.
that's your wife. That's your wife. I would never make you pick sides.
I don't
Never.
know why my
I would
wife
never
got
make you.
beef with Lena
That's
Waithe,
that is
but
her business, and
I
I
think they used
respect
to
the
date.
Shay, okay?
It gotta be that they used to date. I can't think of any other
Don't
good
don't do
reason.
this
I
on this
don't. What
public
else would
platform.
the
Don't
reason
do this on this public
be?
platform.
Okay, you're
Someone
right.
said church is about to look like Easter
Oh my God. With this, well, listen, we are in a retrograde.
with the eclipse.
There was an East Coast earthquake. We got to throw that in there because some people might be listening in Johannesburg and be like, oh, earthquakes, no big deal. No,
Right.
baby, we don't get earthquakes in New
We
York
don't.
City and Philadelphia and Boston and New Jersey. We don't do earthquakes. The ground
Mm-mm.
does not shake
Mm-mm.
frequently here. And then we
Mm-mm.
have this solar eclipse. You know, all of the
Mm-mm.
Reiki and spiritual girls are like in their bag this
Mm.
week. These girls are prophesying, baby. If
Ooh,
you are a Sagittarius, Capricorn, Moon, Asparagus
I don't.
rising, they got they got the tea for you.
Not a spec.
I can't keep up. I cannot keep
I don't
up.
know what any of this
I
means.
know
I
I'm a
don't
Leo, and
listen.
somebody said I'm a Capricorn moon. I have not
I
verified
don't
that.
know
I'm
what
not
that
going
means.
to. I
What
don't.
does that
What it
mean?
means is I'm fabulous and I'm awesome and I'm occasionally very loud. And
Girls with the rocks in the windows. Can y'all tell us what this means? Because
you know why
y'all
they put the rocks in the windows,
to
right?
charge them with
Yeah,
the moon.
I just learned. I did not know that their batteries got low. They
Yeah, you
had you
gotta
have to
charge them.
charge your
You gotta get your moon water.
you gotta, I don't know what that
I
is.
don't know.
I
I'm just
don't know
making
what that
shit
is.
up.
I'm where again, spiritual girls don't crucify us. It's not that we are
We're
saying
not
what they're
making fun of
doing
you.
is
We just don't
ridiculous. We
understand.
just don't know. And y'all are trying to tell us, but y'all talking too fast and y'all speaking way over our heads. Like
But the asparagus rising,
I
not the
thought I was
asparagus.
just a Leo, and now it turns
I
out
thought
I'm
I was just
30,
an Aquarius.
30. So you are such an Aquarius.
A
You are the most
quintessential, a
you
quintessential Aquarius.
you and my other church friend are the most Aquarius people that
Yes.
have ever Aquarius. Y'all
Yes.
are so
True
true
Aquariuses.
to form.
Mhm.
It makes me smile. I'll leave it at that.
Quintessential Aquariuses. We have no problem with anybody on the on the
Y'all just be like, yeah, yeah,
we're here with the vibes. We just bring in the water. Like, hey, you hydrate? Okay. We
You
just
should
bring in the
hydrate.
water. Yeah, you should
You should
hydrate. I
hydrate.
got some for you. Here you go, friend.
You are funny. Yeah, spiritual girls don't shoot at us.
I don't know why I
I
just wanted to yell, spiritual girls, like material girl.
please,
I'm sorry.
please,
The world was shaking. I
please.
can't get my thoughts
A
together.
girl on Twitter told me I should not go outside during the solar eclipse because it's dangerous. And I was like, wait, baby, why? And then I
Why?
lost her. I couldn't find her again.
No, you gotta find out why. Wait, you would have to follow because we have a birthday party that day.
She just not responded. Like, no,
That's mean.
come back
Is
and
this a
tell me.
threat? Are we in
Get
danger,
it.
girl?
Get it. She probably knew the earthquake was coming before it came. I gotta get back on her page. I bet she talking about this shit right
Okay, okay.
now.
Everybody breathe. We're panicking, guys. We're panicking.
She talking about the earthquake yet? Let me see.
Not the Academy of Natural Sciences
Uh, what?
posting. Yeah, no, it wasn't just you. That was
What's
an
happening?
earthquake.
Oh boy.
Here,
Okay.
learn more. That's so cute.
I gotta get in touch with my mom. Like, girl, do you care about me at all? What's
Right,
happening?
right.
What's happening?
Mom.
Mom, please. Anyway, um, so I have a quick story. It's from a friend of mine who did not want
Uh-huh.
to write in, but said that I could share the story. So you wanna name? I need two girl names.
Agatha Christie.
Not Whitney. I'ma pluck you when I see you. Just know that the pluck is coming, girl. And don't act like, oh my God, why'd you pluck me? Because you know what you did. So let's say
Agatha
Agatha
Christie.
is the mom and Christy
There you go.
is the child.
Agatha Christie.
Agatha has a 20-year-old daughter named Christy who now identifies as queer.
Okay.
So Agatha's concern is that, she doesn't really understand what queer is, and she's okay with that. From what her daughter has explained, is that she likes both girls and boys, and she was like, I thought that was just called bi, and I was like, there's some nuances to queer. It's like a catch-all. Just stay focused on supporting your daughter. And she's been very supportive, does not care either way who her daughter likes. She said, long as don't nobody put their hands on her without her consent, she's fine. Her concern is that she has a very religious mother
Okay.
and
Agatha's mama.
Agatha's mother,
Okay.
Chris,
Christie's grandmother.
Christy's grandmother. I can't believe
Yes.
you got me saying this on this
Yes,
show.
Agatha Christie.
Christy's grandmother is very religious and has made some less than kind homophobic remarks in the past.
Oh,
Christy is out here living her best life and only felt the need to come out to her mother because she's dating a woman right now. Just didn't want anything to be weird, but the mother kind of assumed that anyway. This was not a surprise to her. And her question to me was, do I tell my mother and out my daughter to my mother just to get the hard conversation out the way to shield my
Mm-mm.
daughter, or do I let my daughter do that? And Whitney, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I only brought this to the podcast because I'm struggling with this. Because
Really?
I don't believe in outing anyone.
Mm-mm.
I feel like my mother and my grandmother, God rest my grandmother's beautiful soul, had a conversation before I ever had to have a conversation because I think they knew before I knew. So they
You
just
can
kind of
kind of
got,
tell.
yeah, I think they kind of got it
Yeah,
out
you
of
can
the
kind of tell.
way. But I understand Agatha's desire to,
Make peace.
yes, so that her daughter doesn't have to feel the brunt of any negativity that her grandmother may share.
Well, as a mother,
Okay.
I'm a professional mother
Yes,
for
you are. You've
years.
been
No,
doing
I'm
this.
not. I'm a newbie, novice.
You've been
Haven't
doing this.
haven't seen shit yet. I'm very clear. I'm new here. Um, Chr- Christy won't have to bear the brunt of anything that Agatha's mama will have to bring on Christy if Agatha stands up.
Mhm. I like that.
So, like, you know, there's just I knew certain cousins and sisters were queer
Hmm.
when they were little.
Hmm.
I could just I don't know what it is. I don't know if that
It's
that
called
that
a
beef
gaydar,
stop
but
this.
continue.
I can't call it that.
You can call it. It's okay. This
As a
is a safe
straight,
space.
I'm trying not to.
Okay,
I'm
you're
trying to
being
be.
politically correct. I'll
I
say
just
it's a
want to be
gaydar.
helpful. I want to be helpful to the community. Like I said, you can't call yourself an ally. That the community has to call you that. So I just want to be helpful and not harmful. But you just kind of know. You just kind of know. And yeah, sure, you can have the conversation on the front end, but I don't believe in outing people. Like you
Hmm.
don't believe in outing people. Like, you know, I'm I don't think any of my cousins or my sister ever like came out to me. We just it was just an understanding. It's just like, okay, well, be safe, make sure it's consensual, pass the peas. Like
Can you
I
pass the cornbread or not? Do I
like
gotta come get it?
the salt, like please. Um, and I just harass them like the big cousin or big sister that I am, like
Of
just normal.
course.
Like your identity doesn't bother me, but like I think it's going to the peacemaking is going to come when Agatha makes it. So if Agatha's mama says something crazy,
Oof.
and because those things come, it just
Yeah.
comes, right?
Women of a certain age, especially in our
Men of a
community,
certain age
feel like
too,
they can just say whatever they
whatever
want.
they want, whatever they want. Um, it's going to come a point where if that happens, Agatha, you're going to have to be very, very vocal very, very quickly. So you might want to have some preloaded things of what you're ready to say. Um, And in that moment, you can be loving towards your mama and respectful towards your mama and protect your baby at the same time.
It's
I'm not saying
possible.
I'm not saying cuss people out and hello. I'm not saying cuss people out and throw shoes. The computer agrees with me. I'm not saying cuss people out and throw shoes. I mean, unless it comes to that, but you gotta if you feel this urge to protect your child so much, first of all, it just shows that you have an immense love and respect for your kid, and that's valuable,
And
especially
beautiful.
especially when we talk about what we're talking about right now. So many parents disown or disengage or disregard, and what needs to be done is understanding, and even if you don't get everything about being queer, I think it's cute that you don't really understand the
She
dynamics
was
of it.
like, what is
You're like, I
queer
don't.
and how is that different from bi? And I
Yeah,
was
like
like,
I
all
think
right.
that's really cute. Like I love that. And I love that you're willing to learn. I love that you're willing to learn. But you don't have to know everything about being queer to defend people's rights to be who they are.
Right.
You don't
Facts.
have to understand everything about that struggle to step up and say, my kid is a human being, and who my kid loves, they love. And it has nothing to do with me or you sitting here trying to have brunch
At all.
at
None.
all. And mama, I love you, and I hope you know that I love you, but I will not stand for any disrespect of my child and how my child chooses to live their life. Um, that's from the straight perspective. I really want to hear your perspective though, as a resident queer.
Whitney, you say all of the right
No,
things.
I don't.
You
No,
do,
I
but
don't.
I 100% agree with you. I think it's not to, I say anything, any conversation that feels like you're outing your own child is
Mm-hmm.
inappropriate. But be willing and ready to one, stand your ground as a
Mm-hmm.
respectful child to your mother
Mm-hmm.
and say, I understand you feel this way, but this is my child. I love them. You're supposed to love them too.
Mm-hmm.
And how you love them is going to determine how this conversation goes. And just be
Mm-hmm.
ready and
There
armed
you
with
go.
the this is what we are not going to tolerate.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what is essential to keep this relationship, this mother daughter, this mother
Mm-hmm.
granddaughter relationship healthy and strong.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that it is up to Christy to decide if
Yeah.
and when her grandmother knows.
Yep.
I'm that is like the point
Yep.
that I keep driving home. Like I
Yep.
understand you want to prep your mother because it's your
No.
mother and you guys may have this insider thing where
Nope.
y'all share
Nope.
that's you have to honor your daughter's wishes,
Yep.
your daughter's identity and your daughter's comfort level
Yep.
first. Your mother is a
She may never want her
grown
to know.
ass. Right.
She
Listen,
may never want her to
at
know.
36, I know some gay, lesbian, queer people at this big age who still have not shared that with their grandparents. They will be fully out when their grandparents go on head to glory, and that
Right.
is how they keep the peace in their family. And
Right.
that's their family dynamic. And I support
Um,
it.
I as a straight, there's shit I'm not telling Carolyn right now. Okay? Absolutely not. You will not know. Mm-mm.
That ain't none of Carolyn
That is
business.
not Carolyn, and that wasn't Carla's business. No, that's not their business. So I get it. Like I get that part.
Yes.
No. Mm-mm.
So, I think you're absolutely correct. You have to be willing and armed with the hey, 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 hey,
Mm-hmm.
mom, we're not doing this, but
This is what we're not
also
gonna do.
just, respect your daughter as a young adult who's making
Mm-hmm.
decisions and
Mm-hmm.
going through whatever she's going through and dating who she's dating because she's got
Mm-hmm.
to be able to, and she's got to be willing to have those conversations on her own.
On
And
her
again, she
own.
might not want her grandma to know that.
Mm-mm. No. And you gotta respect that too.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma already knew. My grandma knew before I did. So,
Listen.
chances are Agatha mother already know too. But
Mm-hmm.
it's I don't get in other people's family dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it
Exactly.
goes.
No, I think that's an excellent point. Also, like trust Christy's relationship with your mama.
Right.
Trust that relationship too, because 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say 9 times because I
This is
firmly
always
believe
an
this. There's
outlier.
always one. There's always one. 9 times out of 10, people don't want to hurt people they love,
This is true.
especially like little people that they like help raise and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this, but on the flip side, there's this weird act of betrayal that happens with these older folks finding out that they have queer people in their family. Like it's like
Yes.
a personal betrayal. Like
Mm-hmm.
you looking at your niece, like, what? You don't like dick too? Like, this is weird. This is weird. It's weird. It's strange to me. Like, I don't care what you like.
If my
I
aunt
don't.
would look me in the face and said that shit, I would have died right there.
It's like they take it as a personal offense. And I'm like, what? Why? Why do you care? No, I had a very interesting conversation with my father. Not to take it off of Agatha and Christy. I had an interesting conversation with my father about my sister. And he was like, you need to talk to her. I was like, what? Why? Why do I need to talk to her? Because she's gonna ruin her life with she just never had. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey, hey,
Dad,
Dad, if you think we about to have this fucking
let me
conversation,
tell you
you
something.
are incorrect.
Let me tell you something. This is where I install a boundary. I
I,
have firm boundaries. My boundaries solid. We are not talking about the sexual lives of you, my siblings, or me. We simply will not. That is a topic we will not broach as long as everybody is safe and doing consensual things. I will not talk to you about this. That is one area where I draw a hard line.
Whitney, I cannot breathe.
I'm sorry.
No, your daddy did not think y'all was about to have that conversation.
He and I
Father.
was gonna have that conversation, let
Mm-mm.
alone me and her.
That,
No,
that
no,
ain't
she
none of my
tried.
damn
She
business.
tried to come out to me once when we were like at a restaurant, and I saw it in her face, and I said, let me stop you. I said, let me stop you. I already know. I've been new. I've lived for a long time. You and I could have a separate conversation. We were out with family. I was like, you, and she looked at me, and I felt it coming. I said, before you start, I already knew. I've been new.
This wasn't your bridal shower, was it?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
No, that would have been funny too. I that was before that actually. It was before,
Okay.
like before Earl even proposed. I already knew I've been new. You don't need to tell me, but if you want to talk more about it, I'm open. I love you regardless. Keep it consensual. Keep it safe. That's all I said. And she laughed at me, and I gave her a big hug. She gave me a big hug back, and we've been on great terms ever since. Because I'm like, I don't give a shit. Are you
I don't
kidding me?
give a damn.
I don't give a damn that you're. I like at the end of the day, people be gay.
Yeah, people be gay. People
People
be
be,
gay
Quinta said it. Quinta said it. People be gay. Like people be straight. Like people been gay and straight forever since people been people.
from
Like
the beginning of time.
I just don't understand the personal act of betrayal that people feel like it is. Like how dare you not like what I like or like what
Oh,
I think that you're supposed to like. Like it's not. It's
Mr.
like
Whitney's dad is wildin'. That's funny.
I love my dad. No, that was several years ago. He has grown so much in that tiny bit of time. Because here's the thing that really matters. The thing that really matters is not the orientation. The thing that really matters is the relationship. It's like, do you want this relationship with this person or not?
Right.
They're not it's not like you're trying to have a relationship with someone who's actively doing harm to people. This is a person who is just being their truest self.
Amen.
And you have to decide whether or not their truest self is someone you want to be in relationship with. And
Simple.
if that's not who you want to be in relationship with, then y'all need to make arrangements. And if it is, here are some boundaries that is going to keep this relationship safe,
And
keep it
healthy.
and healthy, and make sure that everybody feels loved and valued.
Amen. Oh, that's a wonderful place to
I
end
talk
it,
too
Whitney.
much. No,
No, that was
you're the queer person.
perfect.
I'm not supposed to be talking this much. I'm supposed to be
You have
listening.
earned your ally badge today,
Stop it.
girl. You are
Stop it.
doing the
Stop
damn
it.
work. I love
I'm
that.
I'm just here to help. No, I was a problem, and we talked about this in the other podcast episodes. But I was a problem for the queer community for a long, long time,
Oh
and
boy.
I had the blessing of having great friends and family members and people really just open my eyes to so many things. And so I am a product of amazing people who took the time to love me out of my hate. So I just no,
Oh.
don't do this. Don't
Oh,
do
look
this.
at you, a better person, a
Only
better
because of them.
you.
Only because of them.
That's
So
cute. I'm so proud of you, friend.
thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just here to help.
Agatha and Christy.
Sorry, Agatha and Christy.
Y'all will be all right. That seems like a great place to end it, though. I hope that the ground stops moving and that
Yes.
everybody has a fantastic weekend. I hope
And don't
the
look up at the sky with don't be like Donald Trump looking up at the sky
oh,
and
y'all
going,
been
y'all
don't
remember?
don't do that.
Don't
Please
do
have
that.
the vision that you started the weekend with on Monday, please.
There's viewfinders, guys. You can make them at home.
You can make them. It's simple.
Me and the baby are gonna make one. We're making one this afternoon.
It's going to
Hmm.
be so cool, though. I'm
Yep.
looking forward to it. All right, everybody have a good, happy, and safe week. We will see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.